Africa has no reason to be hungry. All we need to do is do the right thing. All these things are being affected by corruption. Because people no longer find value in hard work, in productivity, in entrepreneurship. You started your own business. You are working hard to earn a living. Today, people who have no daytime job live better than you live. People who have no office live like stars. So it is a crisis. So we must deal with the issue of corruption aggressively. Maybe what the Chinese people are doing. Make sure that the amount you steal is death sentence. The amount you steal is life imprisonment. The amount you steal is not less than 10 years imprisonment. So when you deal with it strictly, then you start investing in critical area of development which you can achieve organically by ensuring that those who will elect, one, are competent, two, have the capacity. Because you can be competent, but you have passed the age where you have the capacity to work. You must have the capacity to be able to move around and do the right thing. Three, have a compassion. And leadership without compassion is not a leadership. A leader must be somebody who feels that, listen, we have to do things to the people. Citizens-led leadership. You must go 24 hours thinking about the people. Anything short of that, you're wasting your time. And all these things come with your character, with this and everything. So it's a critical thing we want to do. Well, thank you for initiating the lecture.
No. I mean, we all seem powerless, but we're not too powerless. So we can make our own individual contributions. And this is the future our children will not ask us, and what did you do? You keep complaining, but you did nothing about it. So, but it seems that they are trying to encourage all of us not to bother. It's just to say, don't even talk. Don't even say anything. And because your friend is in power, then you should stop talking. So the only people you can criticize are your enemies. So, and for me, criticism is an advice. I don't see criticism as an attack. It's an advice. If Tinubu is my friend, then why can't I advise him? Even worried that we said he was a soldier. When I wrote the memos against him, he invited me to a meeting. So, and I went there, I didn't go there with a CV. I didn't say I needed a job. I told him, I said, all presidents before you, I advised them. I appointed my special advisor with that portfolio free of charge. And I gave the compilation of what I wrote to other presidents. And he even asked me to autograph. I signed for it. That's a soldier. Then we now have civilians who says we can talk. So, what do we do?
And everybody's keeping quiet.
Everybody's what do we do?
That is strong one from Peter Obi. That corruption in Nigeria, it needs a strong hand. It needs strong hand. That Nigeria corruption should be death penalty, death sentence, and depend on the amount of money you stole determines the jail term. The amount of money you stole, that one, some it will amount to death sentence. Some will amount to 20 years imprisonment, 10 years imprisonment, 5 years imprisonment. Like that, depend on how much you stole, determines the kind of jail term that will be given. You will be given. That is just the plain truth. I said it before on my videos. I said if you want to solve the problem of corruption in Nigeria, you cannot handle corruption with care. How possible is that? No, it's not possible. You cannot handle corruption with care. No. Foul. That's what is happening in China. We saw that video that day when they sentenced that what's his name again? I forgot his name, to death. Sentence for stolen money. The money he stole, convert it to this thing. Is not amount to the door. It's not amount to how much they accuse Yahya Bello of. The Yahya Bello is going freely. Nothing happens to him. So I said it before my previous videos. I said for you to fight corruption in Nigeria, if any serious-minded person comes into power as a president that he wants to fight corruption in Nigeria, first thing you need to do, you need to build underground prisons. You need to build more prison, underground prison. Anyone you catch issue of corruption, dumping, they do not respect the status of that person. After all, that's what they are doing in the Western world. They don't look at you. They don't look at you. They don't respect your status. It doesn't matter. We are talking about corruption, how to solve the problem of this country. Do you understand? Corruption has eaten deep into the system that every one of, practically everybody are corrupt, including monarchs. Is it not monarchs that are being accused now that they want to sentence to prison in the US? monarch. So that's how it should be. If you must take decisive action solving the problem of corruption in Nigeria, and that is a major problem we have, corruption. If we are able to solve 80% of corruption in Nigeria, forget every other thing we follow. People are disobeying because corruption, there is no rule of law. People are disobeying because there's no rule of law. People are stealing public funds because there's no punishment for it. So they are free to do so. If somebody now comes in to say, I want to fight corruption, it does not matter who you are. No matter who you are not above the law. You will be given the kind of punishment you deserve for the amount of money you stole. Before they throw you into jail, they will recover the money, all the property traced to you, traced to your name, your family's name, both in properties, in assets, in cash. Right? They will first of all recover those money before they send you to jail. Before they send you to jail, even if you have to spend 10 years, depending on the amount of money you stole, even if you have to spend 10 years, when you come back from jail from 10 years, you will be left with nothing. Even at that time, for you to pay your house rent, to run the bills of your house, you do like this, you cry. Others will learn lesson now. That's what they did in Senegal, that new president. That's what they did. One person who stole an amount of money, they recovered the money. They not just all the money, including the one they found in his wife's account. Said they recovered everything. The only thing they left for him, he was owing. So the one he was owing, because they traced all the system, they left that amount of money that when he's come back to pay the money, they even pay the money. So that's the only way. That's the only way. When you are doing that, by the time you get hold of these notable persons, like 10 of them, if you can able to send 10 persons in this country to jail, you say, oh boy, this person serious, this president serious. So if you carry this person go jail, you not send anybody. But who are you? Who are you to send those kind of people to jail? You can do it, but what comes after? Can you take it? They will plan your assassination overnight. That is the system that is the corruption we are talking about. Because by the time you stand up, you say you want to fight corruption, you are fighting the corruption. People are fighting you for fighting their bosses. That is a problem. But because that is a problem, you cannot leave the system for these people to continue to corrupt. You still have to do it. Then while you are doing the fighting the corruption, you protect yourself. Actually, that will send signals to others not to repeat the same thing. Not to repeat the same thing. Without that, we can't go nowhere. We are going nowhere. People in position. We are only training the junior ones. They are training us, training the junior ones how to stay, how to lie. That's what they are telling us. That's what they are training us. So the younger generation is going to get worse, which is our set. Now, by the time we get to that stage, our age line, we are talking by the time we clock maybe many years now before that time, maybe before we clock 60, 70s, those people are saying power. At that time, you see, because now we are still learning from them. How old am I? We are still learning from them. Those younger ones are still learning from them, learning how to steal, how to lie. So if we do not have anybody now who is cautioning them, who is sending wrong signal to those people that this is not the right way to go, they will believe that this is the only way to go. So Peter Obi, that is the right thing to do. But will they have the power to be the president to make that action? That is it. So the one there is the father of corruption. So he's not going to fight corruption. So how is he going to fight corruption? No. And mind you, if they have found anything, if they have found on this one, now, when they invited Peter Obi, all this one, if they have found anything, anyone there are missing when he was the governor of Anambra State, by now Peter Obi should have been somewhere, which got past them. Go and verify. Please share this video as you go and verify, and follow this page for more so that you can verify more videos in this platform. Please.